welcome back to my channel. I am here with another wintry page. I'm using my Click Kit Christmas collection that I got, and it is from Sweater Weather, and the plaid is called Bundled Up, and there is underneath the photos a light blue paper with little bitty white snowflakes on it. And so I'm going to play off of the snowflakes on that. And on the upper portion of my page, I am going to do some hand stitching. So the DMC thread that you see kind of in the middle of my page is the color of the thread I'm going to use. And I only use 2 strands of thread to do the hand stitching. And what I'm going to do, they're going to be snowflakes. Now, I cut out a couple different kind of snowflakes, and I got these from Speigel Mom Scraps website. They have some free cut files, and I chose a couple of those. I did them in different sizes, and when I put them on my page, I angled them a little different, so to give them a different look. So my intention was to just to do 5 of the snowflakes, and and I was okay with that, except that one of the snowflakes that I was doing, I kind of got all messed up on the when I was punching the holes in, and it lost its shape. So I ended up putting a large snowflake on top of it, and you really can't even tell. So here's the reality of doing hand stitching. The thread does get tangled sometimes, but easy to untangle. Keep on going, keep on going. And I am so glad that I did the 2 smaller snowflakes first, because if I waited to do them at the end, I probably would have only done 1. So there it is with my 4 snowflakes, and going ahead and try to put things together. I want to make sure that I don't put that snowflake paper up too high with my photo, because I don't really want it to cover the snowflake that's over here on the left. Now all of those are hand stitched. What I did is I cut out the snowflakes from that I got from the cut file, and on the paper that I had, so I used it like a stencil. So the paper that I had used to cut them out, I put that on top of the white cardstock and used it as a stencil and went around the outside edge. I didn't do the circle that's in the center, which is okay. It still looks like a snowflake, you still know. And so this is what it actually looks like. So you can't really see the white on white, even though I love the elegant look of it. I wanted the snowflakes to stand out a little bit more. So I'm also using 2 different kinds of snowflakes or styles, and the one that I don't use I'm going to put over here on the left hand side. It is a pretty snowflake, but it just doesn't make the cut for this page. So as I continue to look at that, I'm like, I need to do something. So I get out my Heidi Shine navy, I guess it's Color Shine by Heidi Swab. It is navy. It has some gold flecks in it, and my intention is to spray them, but I don't use it very often, and my nozzle was all clogged, and I tried getting a baby wipe, and that was no good. I still couldn't get it out. And so what I end up doing is I pour a small puddle, and you'll see it here. I'll put it here on my little craft sheet, and then I'm going to see if this is really what I want. So this is my sample. So I just want to make sure that this is what I want. And I really love the vibrant color of when it's wet. I really like the dark blue of it, and it definitely becomes lighter as I dry it. So I'm kind of looking at the paper and looking at the snowflake, and I'm just drying it on a paper towel. And do you see my fancy dancy little what are they called? The little, oh my gosh. Well, you know what I'm using to pick up the snowflake with? My tweezers. Those are actually tweezers that my daughter gave me, and they are for putting on fake eyelashes, and I don't wear fake eyelashes, but she had ordered a couple and had one extra, and she asked me if I wanted it, and of course I said yes. And so that's what I'm using here. So I want to go ahead and put a plug in for my daughter. She does some beauty videos, and so the plug is really for me as well, because she had used me as a subject. And for somebody that doesn't wear makeup, I thought it would be kind of fun if she could, put makeup on me. I was going to a Christmas party, so I will link her Facebook page below. I don't know if she's uploaded it yet, but if you're interested to look at it, her name is Jules. And anyway, it'd be kind of fun. All right, so now I've placed all the snowflakes. I'm liking the way it's looking, and I dig deep into my stash and pull out this vellum. And if you saw in the packaging, it said DOTS, which stood for Dozens of Terrific Stamps. Yeah, I have had that since it was DOTS. I used to be a demonstrator back in the 90s, and I had this vellum, and it's kind of like onion skin paper, or like tracing paper. It's thin like that, because the vellum that I see nowadays is thicker, and I haven't seen anything quite this thin, so it would actually make excellent tracing paper. So it kind of reminds me of like the onion skin paper that we used to use when we took typing in high school. And I'm really showing my age here. Okay, so I just used my ATG to put this on, because I am going to be using some chipboard stickers or embellishments to put over the photos. So I want them to be flat so that the chipboard will lay nicely on them. And I pulled out the Snow and Cocoa chipboard, and this is left over from last year. And I'm so glad that they came out with it again this year, because I think that is, I know I've mentioned this before, it is the best collection I have ever seen. So I'm still using it. And so the little black words, there's like a staggered word. It says, "Hello Snow," but it doesn't make it. And I put a little bird on top, and then I do the triangulation, of the birds. And I like the way that the birds lie, but I'm not too happy with the hello. I wanted something bigger. I wanted a bigger word than that "Hello Snow." So then I thought, well, I had this left over from last year as well. And this paper also came from the Snow and Cocoa, and I'm cutting out the word "welcome." Well, then I thought, well, maybe "welcome snow." But I think what it is, what I didn't like about it, I don't like the chunky glittery. And I know it's real glary there, but I don't mind the foil kind of gold, but I just don't like the chunky glitter. So then it says "welcome snow," and I thought, no, it's still not, still not working for me. And I pull out the Snow and Cocoa, the sticker sheet, and I like the word "winter." So I pull "winter" off and go ahead and put that on. I'm trying to decide which way to go. Now, these photos were taken back in the 90s. We used to live in Washington State. We lived in a town called Yelm, and we had those beautiful trees. They were in our yard, and it's so different than where I live now in Texas. We don't have anything like that here. I really miss that. Not missing the snow though. It's nice to look at, but I don't like to live where it snowed. Thus, I live in Texas. And go ahead and glue in all my snowflakes down. In fact, I glue everything down. The little birds, the chipboard, it is not going to be sticky enough. I have learned, I know better, that the chipboard, even though it's a little tacky, it is not going to stay. So I need to use the tacky glue that I use it with my fine line nozzle, the little bottle. And some of the snowflakes I put glue all the way to the tips, and like this big one I didn't. I just did around the center. And I didn't want the snowflakes to go all the way to the edge. I want it to end at the white cardstock. You know, and what's kind of surprising about this to me is that I didn't use any sequins. Okay, now I'm here towards the end. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, thanks. Have a good day.